Can you hear me now? Okay, thanks for telling me that. Good. Well, so I'm glad because I was talking and thinking, I was asking you guys to respond and nobody was saying anything. I was like, gosh, all of a sudden they're quiet. Okay, so what I was asking was, if people picked 3 or 4 originally, okay, so 3 and 4 originally had votes, and now they have no votes, so they're gone. If you picked one of those, tell me why you changed your mind. See, this would happen before, but I thought I thought you could hear me. Okay, if you convinced someone that 3 or 4 was not correct, tell me what argument you used.
I mean, I didn't convince someone, but like when I was looking through them, and like I ruled out number 3 because like it goes under the horizontal line, but like on the picture when it shows the positions of Q, R, and P, Q isn't on the other side of 0 towards negative, so that's how I ruled that one out.
Okay, so basically you said since Q, R, and P are all positive numbers, you can't have anything that goes negative.
Yeah.
And that would eliminate not only number 3, but also number 1 and number 5, which no one had even picked. Okay, that's a good argument. Is there anything else that's wrong with number 3? Anyone? Wyatt?
On number 3, it says that you go slowly back to P, but on number 4, it goes quickly back.
Okay, but I'm still on number 3. I'm still
you're
on
number 3? Okay.
Yeah, anything else wrong with number 3?
Well, instead of staying at P, you end up going down to like, what is that? You don't end up staying at that last spot. You end up changing again when they're showing
Okay,
the change.
so you're saying like the starting and ending points should be the same, but they're not. And so okay, yeah, that's another problem with it.
It also goes above your starting point.
Yeah, that's good too, because we start, if this is P, then everything else should be between that and the axis, but it goes higher than that. So that's also a good point. How about number 6? Anybody have problems with number 6? Because we have still several votes on number 6. Wyatt?
Based on the numbers that are assigned to like Q, R, and P, like it shouldn't start at 0. It should start at like at least relative, like the highest point should be like where it starts, and then it should come back to that highest point.
Okay, so if we do have starting and stopping at the same point, which is good. I mean, that we need that, and we also have it never goes negative, which we need. But I think you're exactly right. It should be starting at its highest point. It almost looks like it would be correct if it were flipped upside down. Okay, great. So I think that also can help us exclude option 6, because the text never puts us at 0. We're always somewhere between 1 and 3. Okay, but 2 and 4 are very, very similar. And what's the difference? Danielle. I can't hear you if you're talking. Can you guys hear Danielle?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute it. It
okay.
goes down to the speed. So it says she runs quickly to R, and so it's a steeper line. It should be a steeper line.
And so you're talking about, I would guess, maybe this little section here.
Yeah.
Versus this little section.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe this is also quickly. down on 4? How do we know that's not quickly?
Well, it takes longer time, so I just assumed because that one was shorter, and it was the same.
Okay, no, I totally see where you're coming from, but how do we know that those are not both quickly?
Oh, it says. Oh no, it doesn't. I'm not sure though.
Anyone else have an idea how if we can, because what you said is good logic, but I want to just keep going because I'm not sure it's enough logic yet. Maybe because there's no numbers or on the time, so maybe these are both really fast. Is there any other way to exclude number 4 if number 4 is not right?
In comparison to the other ones that were moving slowly back, that looks quicker, relatively.
Okay, so then you're looking at the next segment, right? These guys, right? Or let me maybe make it a different color. So what's in purple here? So we're comparing. We don't want to compare these because they might both be fast. What we want to compare is these guys. So on 4, and Dustin, I think, is that your Dustin? You're saying that comparing these two, this one is slower than this one. So this kind of looks like slow and then fast.
I can't see which. I don't see any purple lines drawn on there, so I don't know.
You don't see purple lines?
Nope, sorry.
Okay.
But maybe I can just explain it. The movement from P to Q in that first segment is longer. So if you're comparing quickly to that, then it should be a shorter distance. Where in 4, it looks like they're relatively the same length.
Yeah, no, I think that's good logic. Can other people see my purple lines? Yeah, okay. So I just want to make sure if that's clear. So what we're talking about is there's kind of 2 movement segments, the one from the lowest point to the middle and then from the middle to the top. And we want to compare them. It should be one of those is fast and the other is slow. It should be fast first and then slow. And on number 2, it's steep and then less steep. So that could be fast and slow. On number 4, if the first one is fast, the next one has to be even faster. So it would be quickly and then super quickly on number 4. Or it could be, slowly and then quickly, which is probably more accurate. So finally, just to, to conclude, we can say that number 2 is the correct answer. Okay, and our voting pattern moved in that direction. That's really good. As I said, we'll do a lot of exercises like this, and this time, because there was a pretty large agreement, you didn't really in some groups have to debate very much. But trust me, there are a lot of cases where it's not so clear at first, and these activities will really be helpful to help you clarify your thinking by talking with each other and sort of debating it. And it's that process is going to be very useful to help you build conceptual understanding. And just knowing the answer to this question without having to sort of work through it and think about it will not be so helpful. So for people working at home, please really try to figure out the answer first. Take a vote like the rest of the class in the video. Pause it. Think about it and more carefully, and hopefully you can simulate that experience a little bit. So it's been about an hour. I like to take a break at the rough 1 hour mark. So I'm going to stop the recording again unless there are questions. Are there questions about this slide? Okay, sorry, I should have asked that before, but it looked like mostly everyone was in agreement. So we're going to pause for around 5 minutes, let you stretch or do whatever you need to do, and then we'll come back and start learning some more physics. Okay, stopping recording.